LEGO Marvel Superheroes is one of my favorite LEGO games of all time, and I'm on a journey to platinum every LEGO game there is. And so today my goal is to get the platinum trophy for LEGO the Hobbit. The game has a total of 40 trophies which require us to complete all the story missions the game has to offer, going back and playing a second playthrough of the story to get all the collectibles, then going into Middle Earth and getting all the free roam collectibles. We jump into the first mission, and the first thing I do right away is enter in a 2x stud multiplier cheat code just to make getting studs a lot easier for a trophy we need later on. And when we complete that first level, we unlock the first trophy of our platinum journey. A city turned to ash. Let's go, first trophy. There are a total of 16 levels in the game, which means that there are a total of 16 trophies we get for just doing all those levels, and here are all those trophies. And there we go, that is the last story trophy we needed. Now that we finished the story, we have to go ahead and replay all the story levels in free play and get all the mini kits, which have 10 in each level, get all 4 treasure items in each level, and also get every Minthro schematic. Before we actually do start, we did unlock some extra trophies by just playing the game. The first one was for collecting 99 of any loot, and that loot is used for forging later on, so it's important to get as much as possible. Hardly burglar material, collect 99 of any loot, let's go. And the next trophy I unlocked was for getting 150,000 studs from the Master Builder minigame, which makes you actually build Legos in the game. We got Master Builder, obtain 150,000 studs from instruction build bonuses, nice. But if you ever played a LEGO game, you already know what mini kits are in this game. They added treasure items and schematics to each level as well. The treasure items are basically just cosmetic items that have certain abilities or just silly little things. I mean, it is a kid's game after all. And there are a total of 32 across all 16 levels and 32 in the open world. And while I will be doing these levels again, I will also make sure to get enough studs to be able to buy all of the stud multipliers as well. The first trophy I did unlock while going for all the level collectibles was for getting all of the Master Burglar titles. Now the trophy, let's go. Obtain all Master Burglar titles, nice. And then right after that, I unlocked the trophy for getting all 32 of the treasure items in each level, leaving only 32 left in the free roam. Hey, another trophy. At this point in the video, I already have almost every level collectible. I'm just missing one mini kit since I did forget it, but when I do go back into the level, I get the final mini kit, which gets us a trophy for collecting every mini kit. Alright, we just got all the mini kits, so we should unlock a trophy here. Our long forgotten gold, let's go, man. Now that we finished step 2, we move on to the final step, and that's to complete and collect all the collectibles in free roam. I decided to start in Hobbleton and work my way to Erebor, and in order to 100% complete the game, we need to complete all the side quests, collect all red bricks, collect all Mithril bricks, get another 32 schematics, and also unlock every character in the game. And this entire process will take us about 12 hours in itself to do. While I was doing a side quest that required us to customize our character to look a certain way, I did get a trophy for making a custom character. Who is this horrid creature? Create a custom character, cool. After about a couple hours, I fully complete unlocking all the schematics, which allow us to craft all the treasure items we need. However, we need to get all of the Mithril bricks before we can craft all of them, but I did get a trophy for collecting every schematic. There we go, last schematic right there, and there's a trophy. I apologize, but for some reason this clip is very zoomed in, but I did finally end up getting the 10 billion studs trophy, which I mentioned earlier on. And I did mention earlier on that I need to get all the stud multipliers as soon as possible to make this trophy as easy as possible. There we go, 10 billion studs, baby! In LEGO the Hobbit, they also have a feature called the buddy up system, where you basically can buddy up with the second character, and there's a trophy that requires you to take out 50 enemies while buddied up, and that's what I did while doing this one side quest. Bros before gold, use 50 buddy up attacks, let's go, man. And pretty much right after that, we go and do the last side quest, which had us fighting a multitude of mini bosses, and when we defeat them, we get the last Mithril brick. There we go, that is the last brick we needed. Now that we have all the bricks, I decided to go to the forge and forge all of the treasure items, which basically just had us playing a little mini game for about 10 minutes, and then once we craft them, we actually unlock a couple trophies. The first trophy I unlocked was for forging all of the Mithril treasure items. Objects of great beauty. Then right after that, I unlocked the trophy for forging all the perfect Mithril treasure items, and honestly, I have no idea what the difference is. Oh, another trophy? Damn. And then right after that, the forger was actually a character we could buy, which got us a trophy for collecting all of the characters in the game. And that is every character. Let's go, man. Then after that, I decided to go to the bonus level, which just had us playing as a giant and smashing some things. And when we get 1 million studs, we get a trophy for completing the bonus level. There we go. Bonus level is done. Nice. After that, I went around and picked up every last one of the red bricks I had left over, which are the last missions that we needed to unlock the trophy for completing all side quests. The People's Champion. Complete all the quests. And then after unlocking that trophy, I got the trophy for getting 100% completion. To be continued. That is 100% completion right there. Let's go. Now that we finished the main grind of the game, we can clean up the rest of the random trophies left. This trophy that I went for required us to get perfect timing on the mining minigame 50 times. I had about 45 from just playing the game naturally, and I got the rest I needed within a couple minutes, which then got us a trophy. Wealth lies in the earth. Let's go, man. After that, I went for a combat trophy requiring us to buddy up with every dwarf from Thorn's company. Now this trophy can be a little bit buggy where it would just not count some of the enemies we kill. So I had to run through the 13 dwarfs like 2 more times in order for it to register, which then got us the trophy. Team building, let's go, another trophy. I then also stayed in the same level I was in for the previous trophy so I can daze 50 enemies with Gandalf's staff, which was pretty easy. All I had to do was use his ability. Then I went for the one co-op trophy we had to do where we needed to complete a level with another player. I just went to the level that is the shortest, and I didn't do it in free play because I'm not sure if it would have counted, so I did it in story mode. I had my girlfriend help me get the trophy, but you can just plug in a second controller if you don't have someone to play with, and it took me like 10 minutes to get the trophy. There we go, we got the co-op trophy done. We only have a few trophies left. This one was for putting a mithril mushroom hat on Thorin's head. Dawn of the Mushroom King. Let's go. The next trophy was for turning Bjorn, who is a character in the game, into a bear. Bjorn again. And the final trophy before we get the platinum just requires us to put on some treasure items that gets us our final trophy and the platinum trophy for LEGO the Hobbit. There we go. Lord of the Prance. Equip yourself with Dazzlewig, Mithril Rhythm Stick, and Mithril Dance Boots. That's the last trophy. And there's the platinum. The road goes ever on. Collect every trophy. Let's go, man. That was awesome. Great. I love this game, man. So I want to leave a little bit of a review on this game because I want to just start talking about my platinum trophies because I feel like I just make the video, show off everything, and I don't really talk about my experience all that much. But right here, I want to talk about pretty much the good and the bad. I think the good, obviously, is that it's fun. It's a Lego game. Cool features. The Master Builder feature where you have to actually build the Legos. I like that a lot. They had that in the Lego movie, and I thought that was pretty fun. And I think just in general, there's a lot more good than bad. The one thing I will say about the bad is that the open world, I feel like it's a little weird. You know, because for example, like Lego Marvel Superheroes, right? You can fly around, you can web sling, you can do whatever you want. You can traverse pretty quickly there. Here, you can't really traverse quick. You have to use a horse, or you can either fast travel to certain areas. They do have a lot of fast travel spots, but I believe that just like the horse travel, I didn't like it. I know that they can, fly in this, whatever. But me personally, I didn't like that because it really dragged on the collectible portion of the game way too long than it needed to be. Also, another thing I don't like is how at a certain point, I remember this very specifically because it kind of bothered me. I remember when I was trying to get all of the red bricks, the multiplier ones specifically, and in order to get the 8 times one, you had to go complete like 3 different missions before that one pops up. And I thought that was the most annoying thing ever because I had to go on IGN and I had to go read, where do I find these missions? What do I need? This, that, yada, yada, yada. And for one of the missions, you had to go back into the mission, into one of the story levels, and get a treasure item for that mission. So, like, in order for me to even get that red brick, I had to go replay that, get the treasure item, go back, do that mission, do another mission, and then I finally get that one. But then you need the schematic for the red brick to make the treasure item. So, it was just really annoying to get some of these red bricks. That's why I just got the 10 multiplier or the 5 multipliers, and I just did not get any other red bricks until the end. Another thing I will also say that was kind of annoying, I wouldn't say it was annoying, I would say is probably like the lack of characters. What I mean by that is like I guess the diversity. I mean, it's just like a reskin of a lot of the same characters. Also, another thing I didn't like was how there were certain quests designated for the time of day. That really annoyed me because at first when I did started it, I would I have like really bad OCD, so I would go ahead and go do the ones for daytime, and then once the next one is at night, I'd go switch it to night and then go back. But I figured out that that was very inefficient, so what I did was in the section I was in, I would go finish all the daytime quests, and then I would switch over to night and do all the nighttime quests. Um, yeah, I would say those are the only like bad things, and the majority of it is like getting all the collectibles and stuff. Um, Also, I think the good though is that it was just fun. I mean, you know, a Lego game, if it's not fun, then like seriously, like that just ruins the whole experience. It was fun, and I think that outweighs the bad. Because as someone has never seen Lego the Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, I feel like I kind of want to go watch the movies now. And it was just a very fun game in general. The missions were interactive. Um, what else? Let me think here. I mean, I can't really think of anything on top of my head right now, but I mean, like I said, like I know I mentioned a lot of bad things, but I think the good really outweighs the bad. Like if this game was not fun, I would say this game's terrible. But even though that I named multiple bad things, I believe that the good things that I did not mention shouldn't be mentioned because they are just what make the game so good. And I believe you should try it out. If you want to go for the platinum, go ahead. It can be a little bit annoying when you get to the free roam portion of the game. Um, I'm glad they have chapters selected in this game, so you could, if you're missing a mini kit in a chapter, for example, you can go select it. That's a good thing. I always loved that when they did that. Um, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. The game is great. If you want to go platinum, go ahead. If you want to play it, go ahead. That's gonna be it for the video. I appreciate you guys. Next video will be out. I don't know when. I'm gonna start it right after this. You guys have a great day, night, wherever the hell you are. I'll see you guys in the next video.